Welcome back to Gardeners Cottage in Blakeney. It's a lovely sunny day and we're just getting ready for Easter. We've got guests arriving tomorrow, so we're just here to do a bit of tidying up at the cottage, in the cottage garden. We've got lots going on, lots of flowering, and we're just getting the house ready, just doing the final touches, cutting the grass. So we've come over here just for a couple of hours to just check everything over. So I'm going to take you inside fairly quickly because it's quite windy today. But I just wanted to show you these fabulous daffodils on the step. Aren't they wonderful? Not sure how they're going to cope with the wind because they're big heavy doubles. So the cottage is ready for the weekend guests, for the school holidays. The daffodils are blooming in the window box. I'm really pleased with these. And the crabbing gear is out because lots of families are crab fishing on the quay. But I'm going to have to water and feed these little narcissi. And I'm going to do a little bit of watering. I need to water my pots as well at the front door. So the garden's looking lovely. Mike's just cut the grass. So I'm going to take you inside and then we'll pop out into the garden and just see what's happening. So bear with me. Let's get inside the cottage. So going in the front door at Gardeners. Where should we go first? I think we'll go through into the Snug first. So we're in the Snug now. It's all set up ready for the guests. The log burner's set up just in case there's any chilly days because it is only April. So it's set up ready to go. But it's a lovely sunny room. Light streaming into it. There's lots of plants. We've got lots of plants in here. They seem to really like this room. Ooh. And Mike's just tidying up in the garden. He's deadheading the daffodils. So we've got three sofas in this room. So it's a nice cosy room for the evenings or a nice room to come and read a book in the afternoon. And the TV is in here. One of the TVs is in here as well. So going through from the Snug, you're into the kitchen. So what's the kitchen? Oh, forgot to put the lights on. It's a lovely sunny day though, so I don't think we need to put the lights on. And the kitchen overlooks the cottage garden, which is fully enclosed, which is really good for children and for dogs. Just means you know where they are. And this room is a sort of main entertaining space in the house. There's a big island, a big 4-oven electric Aga, and this enormous table in the centre. So I'm a little bit breathless because I've been running around. So we're all set up for the guests. And there's sofas in here as well. So it's a really sociable family space. And there's a big TV in the cupboard. And the spring bulbs are still looking really good this week. I'm really pleased because the weather has been warm. I thought they might go over really quickly, but they're still looking good. I'll just zoom in. And now we've got tulips flowering, which I love these tulips. I'm really pleased with them. This is a planting that I put in last year and I'm so pleased with it. And the grass is looking lovely. It's had its second cut of the year. I'll just pull back. And we got some rain this week, so thank goodness, because we'd had sort of 6 weeks, I think, of no rain. And it's really helped to perk the garden up. So it's looking lovely and lush and green. And the forecast for the bank holiday weekend is looking good. So I'll take you out in the garden in a minute just to see what's happening. But there's quite a lot changed in the garden this week. So I'm just going to show you through into the little courtyard garden because everything's really early this year. So here's the china cabinet. There's all sorts of china in here. It's just if you're sort of entertaining, the sort of serving dishes, gravy boats, crystal champagne glasses on the top shelf. It's just really handy when you're entertaining. But I'm just taking you out here to see the wisteria. And this is the little courtyard. So when we come out here, the washing line's out here as well. But look at this. This is doing ever so well this year. This wisteria is just covered in these fabulous big blue flowers. It's really early this year. The wisterias are really early in Norfolk this year because the weather's been so good. Usually the wisteria is out at the same time as the rose. But the rose is way behind this year. I don't know what's going on. But the rose hasn't actually come out. I think Mike might have given the rose a really radical prune because normally we get the rose and the wisteria out together. The rose is Maygold, so it normally flowers in May at the same time as the wisteria. But for some reason this year, I think it's the very sunny weather, the wisterias are all early. Just going to pause there. Okay, so we're back inside the kitchen. Just going to shut that door. So this is a sort of sociable hub of the house. Ooh, I might have to come back and lock this later. It's difficult to do it one-handed. We've got the coffee machines over there. And there's sort of lots of cookery books. Because the house sleeps up to 14 guests, people do tend to cook when they come here. So the house is set up with lots of things to make that easy. I've just popped this orchid in here. Oh, look, I just love the colours of it. Hopefully it'll do okay there. Right, where should we go next? There's lots of cupboards in this room, which is really handy. I do need to check the cupboards actually, just make sure nothing has been left behind. So this brings you back into the entrance to the cottage and the stairs going up to the first floor. So I'm going to take you around some of the downstairs bedrooms. Oh my goodness, why are these so creased? It's a little strange. I don't know why, but when the cleaners have made the bedding up, for some reason this one's very, very creased. They go to a commercial laundry, but that one doesn't seem to have been ironed very well. So, shame they didn't change that one, to be fair. But anyway, this is the downstairs, one of the master bedrooms. It's a 4-poster bedroom with a sort of mahogany, sort of vintage mahogany bed and an antique mahogany wardrobe and chest of drawers. I should have put the lights on really. And there's a large ensuite off this room with a shower, a bath. It looks out over the gardens. And it's quite a dull day today, but normally it's lovely and sunny in here on a sunny day. I've got lots of vintage sort of Peter Scotts in here. And yeah, that's Peter Scott, isn't it? These are vintage prints, just showing sort of scenes of birds. Because Blakeney's really well known. This area of the Norfolk coast is really well known for its wildlife. So we've kind of themed the cottage on Norfolk and wildlife and boating. So everything pretty much in the cottage is themed on that. And then this is the downstairs loo, which is the main sort of downstairs loo. Just pop the seat down. And this is themed on Blakeney. So Blakeney's well known for its seals. There's lots of little prints in here of Blakeney and pictures of geese. There's lots of geese in North Norfolk. I think a lot of them may have left now. I think they come here for winter and then they disappear off during the summer. This is a really handy little bathroom. And then there's another downstairs bedroom in here, which looks out over the little courtyard garden. In fact, has access onto the courtyard garden. So if it's a nice sunny morning, you can go out and have your sort of coffee or just to sit and relax, or in an afternoon, just go and read a book out there. Off the bedroom, and it looks at the wisteria. So this is all set up and ready for the guests. This one's definitely been ironed better. And there's a little sort of snug area in this bedroom and a TV in the cupboard. So if you want to get away from, say you're staying here and you want to get away from everyone, you can just come and have a little bit of a quiet time in here. And then off this bedroom is the large utility room and the spare sort of throws for the sofas and laundry materials in here, and an ironing board, first aid kit, and airers and little sock airer. And quite often I think people put their dog crates in here and sleep their dogs in this room. And yeah, let's go back upstairs. This is just a whistle stop tour because we've come over to work on the garden today. It's a really quick tour. I really should have put the lights on. I don't know why I didn't put the lights on. Just forgot. So let's go upstairs. Oh, the wind's died down, that's good. Maybe I'll put the lights on upstairs. It's sort of late-ish in the afternoon. The guests arrive tomorrow, Thursday. So let's go into the first bedroom. This is the big family room here. It's all set up, ready. And this just looks out, it's dual aspect. And we get a really good view of the walled part of the garden here. And the flowering trees, which all come out. The flowering pears flowering, the cherries flowering, the amelanchier is flowering. Oh, the clematis on the wall is about to start flowering. But you can see it's quite a windy day today. And then from here, we're going to the smallest bedroom. So there are 3 bedrooms on this floor. And this one, this is one of my favourite rooms, even though it's the smallest room. I love the views over the garden. You just feel like you're in the trees in this room. And the trees are looking at their very best at the moment. The fresh growth and the blossom is lovely. Sorry, the floor's a bit creaky there. So this is set up ready. And then there's a family bathroom here with a bath and a shower all set up in here. Might need to get some more loo rolls out. And then onto the landing, which has views over to Blakeney High Street in the distance and the neighbouring pear tree. And then into the another of the largest bedrooms. This is the upstairs master bedroom. And this looks out, this again looks out into over the part of the garden and the sort of part where we park. So you can just see it looks over to a neighbouring property and down to the sort of wild bit of the garden. So that's it for today. It's a whistle-stop tour of the cottage because we've just come over, as I say, to get the grass cut and get the garden tidied up, ready for the guests' arrival tomorrow. We hope they're going to have a lovely time. Oh, I forgot to show you the ensuite. There is an ensuite off this bedroom here. Okay, and that's it. So we go back downstairs. Oh, I did say I'd take you out into the garden, didn't I? I mustn't forget. Quite often I say I'll take you out into the garden and then I forget. Let's go out into the garden and see what's going on. I think we'll go out the back way. So we'll go, oh, did I switch those lights off? I'd better go up and check, hadn't I? So let's go out into the garden. I haven't got any lights on at the moment because it's fairly light, but there was lots of lighting in here. And this enormous fridge. This room has 2 fridges. One there and one in the far corner. So let's go outside. So they may not be able to hear me because it is a little bit breezy, but this, oh my goodness, this rosemary's grown again since we were last here. It's absolutely huge. But I think I'm not going to be able to film because it's quite windy and so you just get a lot of wind noise. Hopefully you can hear the birds over the wind noise. I'm going to go back inside actually. I don't think I'm going to be able to film the garden today. It's too windy. I'll just finish with a little view of the lounge part of the kitchen. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this whistle-stop tour of the cottage and our setup. We're getting ready for the Easter guests. I hope you have a wonderful Easter weekend. Let me know what you're up to this weekend. I think we're having a home weekend. I've got lots of jobs I need to catch up in the house, so I'll be putting lots of videos up over the Easter weekend. So if you'd like to join me for some cleaning inspiration, I'm going to be going for it. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Please do like, comment and subscribe. It's really appreciated. And let me know what you're doing this weekend and what you'd like to see from me. Because my content's very varied and I obviously do a lot of housework. So which bits would you find most interesting? Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.